throughout California. UCSB is built on Chumash land, specifically that of the non-federally recognized Badbadingo tribe. As an association that pushes the student body's voices to the forefront, we should aim to make strides, cast just acknowledgement to those who continue to fight for their right to be recognized and respected as the original stewards of this land. I ask you all to dedicate time and care to personal education and to advocate for justice alongside Indigenous peoples. Thank you. All right, roll call. Senator Gerson.
Present.
Butler.
Present.
Langarani.
Present.
Iden.
Present.
Lala.
Present.
Kara.
Present.
Suk. Corlu.
Present.
Corsandi.
Present.
Jacques.
Present.
McClintock.
Present.
Martinez. Habas.
Present.
Henderson.
Present.
Wahidullah.
Present.
Amin. Siddiqui. Al Khatib. Ganesh. Singh.
Smash.
Olo Lifetime. Olo Lifetime? Oh, she's here. Okay. Moving on. Malhis. Chaudhry. Dali. Valenzuela. Here. Oh. Senator Dali. All right, thank you. We might have to adjust certain settings there, but okay, moving into excuse absences. Senator Wahidullah.
What is the excuse in the Chaudhry we got until 7 o'clock?
Wait, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh,
We got you.
thank you, we got you. There's been a motion to excuse Senator Chaudhry until 7 o'clock, you said? Senator Wahidullah,
I rescind my motion.
you rescind your motion? Okay. Senator John,
A motion to excuse all absence.
there's been a motion to excuse all absences. Do we have a second, Senator Langrani? Seconded by Senator Langrani, we are now discussing. Senator Iden. Question has been called. Do we have any objections?
Consent.
Seeing none, motion passes. Moving forward. Any proxies here today? All right, cool. Moving past. Do we have any representatives in the audience? All right, cool.
Oh, yeah, that was, the email that we got.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool. All right, now moving into public forum. Somebody grab the list, please. Did we have anyone in the audience that, yes, okay, thank you.
You think you could write your name down and then? Oh,
We
okay,
did.
perfect. Could you guys? Can I bring it to you?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, thank you. It's the whole getting over the table, it's. All right,
Thank you, Tasha.
so, that microphone might need to be turned on, you just push this button. Let's sync. All right, cool. All right, so, okay, one second. Hi, Sasha. All right, you have 2.5 minutes to speak with 2 minutes for Q&A. Please state your name, pronouns, and enunciate for our friend from yelling. Speculation of a senator's intentions and abilities is prohibited and will result in strikes. 3 strikes will be removed from the ability to speak on the floor. Please note this meeting is being recorded. You may speak on any issue, whether it's on the agenda or not. Please include a content warning if it'll be graphic. You may only come up once. You may choose to answer questions. Do you agree?
Yes.
All right, you have the floor.
Thank you. My name is Sasha Schottefer. I'm the president of the Stella Polaris Club. We're a registered RCO here on campus, and we fundraise money to support microloans for women in Guatemala. We are very committed to donating 100% of the proceeds that we receive through our fundraisers, and we are hoping to have an end of year banquet. I met with FNB last week, and we got our funding approved of, We got a funding approved of $700 to host and cater this event. Since our last FNB meeting, I have received word from the USEN that our room request has been approved. So I'm here to ask to amend our budget to include $176 for the USEN room cost, which brings our total to $873. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can you send myself or Senator Butler kind of just like a little line item? Just like the line items of your request. Oh, sorry, item. Oh yeah, do you have any questions? Would you like to take any questions? Is that chill?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a question.
Okay, does anyone have any questions for Sasha? Can someone please pass on? Okay. Damn, okay, go ahead.
Not on though.
Turn it on.
It is on. It's not. Oh, I
Okay,
just-
just borrow mine.
No, it's okay.
It's
It's
just
not a question, it's a comment. Just
Wait.
Make sure that you.
it's mostly so people on Zoom can hear you.
That one, yeah. Oh, but maybe that one came out for then.
Not a question, just a comment, just make sure you're following all fundraising policies. And you're going through the ticket office, we don't accept any Venmo or Zelle or Cash App.
Just to respond to that, this is an end of year banquet for our club members and all students at UCSB who have participated in our fundraisers. This event is not a fundraiser. We are not charging for it.
All right, thank you. I would also like to recognize the presence of Senator Amin. Do we have any further questions? Senator Henderson?
I'm just, this is a general question, just kind of curious, but why does your group choose to do micro loans instead of just donations?
So our founder, she joined a club at high school somewhere in the Bay, and they worked with a nonprofit in Guatemala called Namaste Direct, and they still serve today as our parent organization. They're a registered 501c3 nonprofit in the United States and in Guatemala, and so we work under them and we follow their financial advice and programs, and they just happen to provide microloans with financial literacy training, and so we followed their example.
All right, great. All right, thank you. Do we have any further questions?
Could you tell me the email in which I can send the itemized budget to?
Yes,
So AS dash, and then it should just be IDP, and they'll pop up, you'll see a picture, and then AS dash Alexa. That's what we are.
AS-IVP.
well, it's, oh my God. It's AS dash, oh my God, I'm just gonna be like.
Like, once that publishes.
It should be AS dash internal VP at UCSB.edu.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, I want to use the mic, but the mic doesn't want me to use it, so, D. All right, it's 4, but I feel like it's a different issue. All right, next on our list for public forum is Haley Fogg. I would also like to recognize the presence of Senator Chaudhry. So. Senator Butler is still listening. Okay. It's gonna be long. Hi, you have 2.5 minutes to speak with 2 minutes for Q&A. Please say your name, pronouns, and enunciate for refrain from yelling. Speculation of the senator's intentions and abilities is prohibited and will result in strikes. 3 strikes, you'll be removed from the ability to speak on the floor. Please note this meeting is being recorded. You may speak on any issue, whether it's on the agenda or not. And please include a content warning if you'll be graphic. You may only come up once. You may choose to not answer questions. Do you agree?
Yes,
All right, go ahead.
I'm Haley Fogg. I'm also here for funding requests. I'm the treasurer of, or she, her pronouns, and Society of Physics students. We have been making some room reservations for professor lectures that are open to everyone, encourage physics students to come. We weren't realizing that they were being charged someone's Bark account, so it would be a retroactive funding request, which I know is not generally in policy, but we were hoping for an exception for $344.29 to cover the cost of the student who has been booking them and who's been getting their Bark charge. And additionally, I'm president of club soccer, and we're looking to buy new practice jerseys this year, so we're requesting a purchase order because we're trying to buy them this summer before September. For $10,000 to get new, like practice jerseys for the existing and.
Okay. All right. Would you like to answer any questions? Are you open to that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Pass that slide to them.
I was gonna give it to Senator Shaw. Senator Shaw.
Thank you, Chair. Could you please elaborate more on the facility you have planned to buy and when will you start it?
Oh, the jerseys?
Yes.
They are personal items. They end up staying with the team members who paid.
Yeah, Senator Shaw.
If I can just go a bit of back and forth with the permission of the Chair.
I'll allow it.
Thank you, Chair. So my understanding of AS financial policy is that we cannot fund any personal items. If an item goes to our students, then sure, we can accept that. But if it goes to a specific member of staff, then AS can't fund it. You might elaborate more on the $10,000 funding request, please.
Okay, that makes sense. I was not aware of that, so I'll, generally our, I don't know what to call it, tradition, our, go-to is for people to keep their practice jerseys and pass down their game jerseys. We've gotten game jerseys from the D1 team for free. So I'll talk to my vice president and see if they would be willing to go through with the funding in exchange for not having them be personalized. But, yeah,
So the $10,000 will fund jerseys.
yes.
Okay, understood, thank you.
Yeah, also. Sarah Singh?
Thank you.
All right, you have 2 minutes.
Going back to the retroactive request, have you spent any money yet, or is it just in the market?
2 of the funding requests have been paid already, and that's like $140 total, and then one has.
Okay. So we can consider it if it hasn't been paid yet, right? If you could send to the IVB, the line items of the ones that haven't been paid yet, we would possibly consider it and grant a retroactive request. Regarding the jerseys, Senator Zai's right, as long as it's within the club, it's fine. But as soon as it becomes a personal item, it's no longer allowed. Unless you want an exception for that from policy, but you get 1 exception per year. Ladies,
I appreciate it.
All right, is there any other audience member that would like to participate in public forum? Yeah? It's fine, just coming up and writing your names, get the correct spelling.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, thank you, Charlie, for coming in today. If you have 2.5 minutes to speak with 2 minutes for Q&A. Please say your name, pronouns, and enunciate bar refrain from yelling. Speculation of the senator's intentions and abilities is prohibited and will result in strikes. 3 strikes if your ability to speak on the floor. Wow, it's gonna. Please know this meeting is being. Please know this meeting is being recorded. You may speak on any issue, whether it's on the agenda or not. The content warning is going to be graphic. You may come up only once. And you may choose not to answer questions. Do you agree?
Yes,
All right.
Yes.
You have 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
okay, I don't really have a speech, I just have some questions, so when the Senate puts a new fee on the ballot, is that usually like an endorsement or just a certification?
If you don't ballot. Senator Wyden, can you please pass the?
So by certification, do you mind if I for this year?
Sure.
So by certification, what do you mean by?
Like, I guess, is it considered an endorsement, because I feel like the feeling is when voters see these on ballots, they just assume the Senate approves whatever it is.
Sure. I wouldn't necessarily say it's an endorsement. It's more that we want the student body to vote it themselves to make the determination. So sometimes like should the Senate might endorse it, but there's times when we want to leave it up to the student body themselves to make the decision. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Has a new fee ever died in the Senate?
Okay, so I think the issue is maybe when we, after you finish, talking and turn it off.
Yeah.
So could you turn that off?
It's your feedback.
Oh,
That one's off.
did you ask another question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so another question was, I heard there might be some balance sitting in AS accounts. Is this just usually sitting cash or is it invested anymore? How does that work usually?
Yes, Sarla.
I actually meant to respond to the first one as well, just add on to Senator Hyde's comment. There have been new fees that were not approved to be on the ballot just a few months ago in winter quarter. So the answer is a little bit complex, that it's not an endorsement, but it's not exactly neutral either, in that the Senate has the power to not bring everything to the student body. So you can think of it almost as a threshold. It's everything above this that makes sense, is otherwise reasonable, goes to the student body. But if the Senate decides that it doesn't meet that, and this isn't exactly written, it's just how practice usually goes, it won't pass on. I I'm sorry, what was the second question?
Yeah, Senate question was around sitting balance in AS accounts. Is that, if it's just sitting there, is that just sitting cash, or is that invested anywhere, or is it just sitting there?
From my understanding it is not cash, but Senator Shaw could elaborate.
Thank you, Chair, and it is not cash, so that's why I can assure you. However, it's
Hold up, we're at time. We actually have another 2 minutes for Q&A. So I'm guessing you are open to questions.
Yes,
That's
correct.
okay. You have another 2 minutes, go ahead.
So it's interest bearing, yes, but it's not entirely, to my understanding, being most interest bearing considering the rates. So there might be better avenue for AS to invest. However, the problem we have right now is the school is trying to take away all the reserve and give us 4% per year. 4% is lower than federal interest rates, and we are losing money for inflation. So right now it's better than being handled by the school, but if the next unit don't act, the school can take that money and give us 4%. It's lower than treasury bond.
So it's in sort of students' interest for the reserve balance to be low, and then it just replenishes every year, and you don't want to have sitting funds.
Correct.
I saw in, I think, 2006, there was a vote on return to aid. I think they kept return to aid at 25%. Is that still, like, do you always pass things with 25% implicitly, or
Senator Shaw?
Yes, 25% return to aid.
have you guys ever voted on changing that, or?
I believe since it was a ballot decision, only the student has the power to change it.
In 2006?
Yes, since it's been set by the student, we can recommend to change it at the Senate, but we can't change it ourselves.
So nobody's ever proposed since 2006.
I'm not sure.
I had questions on a lot of the commissions too. There are like 3 out of 6 commissions. I couldn't find any contact information. I was hoping someone here would know someone involved in them. Either the Women's Commission, Commission on Marginalized Genders, and the Commission on Disability Equity. Does anyone represent them?
Yeah, so for Women's Commission, Commission on Marginalized Genders, they have been inactive for the past, I believe, 2 years. We're out of time, but I'm gonna answer the question. As for code, the chair right now, I believe, is Yao Xiao, and there's another person, they were hired relatively like late into winter quarter, I believe. So the second one you mentioned is active, is doing work. They're actually in the middle of establishing a disability cultural center within the USEN. Yeah.
And I guess just to follow up on last week, I did send a Public Records Act request. They said that they could get back to me in, I think, 12 weeks about whether or not they're allowed to share the information with me. So that conversation is still happening. I hope to have an update next week.
All right, thank you so much. All right, anyone else from the audience who would like to speak today? All right. Walking this out. So let's maybe move out of. Is this a report or just like public forum, like you just like to speak?
Public forum.
Okay, go ahead. So you have 2.5 minutes to speak with 2 minutes for Q&A. Please say your name, pronouns, and enunciate, but refrain from yelling. Speculation of the senator's intentions and abilities is prohibited and will result in strikes. 3 strikes will be removed from the ability to speak on the floor. Please note this meeting is being recorded. You may speak on any issue that's on the agenda or not. Please include content warning and photographic. You may only come up once you may choose to answer questions. Do you agree?
I do.
Agree. You have the floor.
Hi folks, Joaquin Becerra, he, him pronouns. I serve as your dean of students here on campus. I'm gonna take a moment to thank y'all for your service. A lot of people when I come, have been coming this quarter, every Wednesday, are like, why is he here? What's going on? What's the drama? What is not the drama, right? When we're dealing with leadership and conflict, like the stuff that you've been dealing with this year is something that we deal with in our cultural context within a very pivotal time, right? So number one, I just want to tell y'all, like, to lead in this time is just wild to me. And the choices that y'all make around that are both beautiful and the spectrum of also, you know, harmful.
And that's the human experience. And I just want to name that for a second and be very proud of your leadership this year, because you were productive. And I got to see that through everything that occurred and really just share in sort of our support of you as staff members and the Dean of Students Office that supports you. And then hope this continues for the people that are in other spaces and even as alumnus. So that's one. Props to IVP Pinto and anyone who's been in that chair. It's a position that's very, very difficult and takes a lot of heat and it takes a lot of space. Whether you agree or disagree, wherever you're at, my position has to be neutral, but really give props for people who continue moving this space along. And for those of you that shared your disagreement and moved through the processes in the way that people do. And so I appreciate the discourse, and I just want to say thank you for your service, and it's been awesome bearing witness this year, and I can't wait to bear witness for and give congratulations to next year's senators in leadership. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm guessing that's a no to like comments, questions, concerns. No, that's fine.
You sure?
Is it on? Is the light green?
It's on, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you a lot
Hey,
better.
close to it, yeah.
Okay, nice. Does anybody want to say anything?
Questions, comments, concerns?
Sarah Mulder.
Thank you so much, Joaquin. I appreciate you not only for this year, but all of the years that I've served in leadership positions and the support that you've given. You're a resource not only to me, but this whole community. But then also the service and the care that you give to marginalized communities. It's immeasurable. So thank you so much, truly.
Appreciate you.
Sarah, what do you want? Is there one over there? No.
Yeah, this is more simply an extension towards what Senator Belli was discussing, but I just wanted to say thank you again just for collaborating with you for the past year so far. And it's a lot of the work that we're just collaborating together. Really appreciate all the work that you've been doing as well. Whatever just continues to, and looking forward to collaborating with you in the future as well. But yeah, just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you, looking forward to this.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming in today and speaking to us and also like making yourself known to the new Senate body. Being a part of the legislative body is definitely not easy, and I want to thank you not only for your presence in this space, but in general, you have been an immeasurable, I don't want to say asset because it objectifies you, but it's kind of true. The work that you've been doing in terms of furthering restorative justice and trauma-informed care and how that comes into play to both of those things is incredibly impressive, and I'm really thankful for you. So thank you.
All right, folks, and I want to make sure that all of you feel supported. Any student at UCSB can come to me. It happens to be that leaders come to me most often, right? Because they have that sort of the ability to do so and have a bit more confidence. But please, please, please send people to me directly. My entire passion is for supporting students. I came to school here. I got here and got to my space, first-gen student 3 times over, with help from other staff members who look like me and those who didn't look like me. So again, appreciate you and good luck with the rest of the year. And again, congratulations on a successful year.
Yeah, thanks so much. All right, now let's move into discussion items. I know that we wanted to tackle rule of requests. I would like to ask my CCO to come forward. Hi, CCO.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
I can't wait to turn out in an hour. Hello, Senate. This rollover request, I don't know if you guys would like to discuss this in closed session, but this roll request is contingent upon a few sensitive items, as well as a bill that is to be passed today.
Are you suggesting that we return to this later on?
I don't know how long it's gonna take you guys. If the Senate believes it's fine to discuss it in an open session, then I'm perfectly fine with continuing.
Senator John?
Thank you, Chair. I move into a closed session discussion, inviting all persons who are present in Loma Center. Please take grab staff and I think that's everybody.
You said everyone in the.
Yes.
That doesn't include.
I'm not grab staff.
Yeah, but there's senators also.
I'm going to my previous motion to all people in the Loma Center, all staff, all center elect.
Okay. All right, there's been a motion to enter closed session with everyone in Loma Bologna Center, as well as staff and senators and Senate-elect and senators. Yeah, so I'm assuming, Holly, that just means we stop recording?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop the